Hey, welcome. G'day, Al. Look at him. Needs a shave. He needs a shave.
Well done, Al.
Here we are, Series 2, Episode 1. $20 is $20 for a pair of old jocks.
Michael has a new office. He's gone with the gone
Yeah.
out with the Ryobi. Every time I hear that Ryobi Father's Day out, I always think of you, mate.
Oh,
Now,
thank
Father's
you.
Day.
What did you get me? I want a slide saw.
Is there something going on we don't know about?
I know, I could ask Al. Al must have been to the Royal Show. We had a public holiday here, gentlemen, today over here in Brisbane.
Oh, what for? Did you do something?
For the Royal Show.
Oh.
Well, actually, it's quite weird. It's very, very weird. This is the worst. This is very chaotic in Queensland this week because Redland Bay, which is probably similar to Rockingham, Kwinana, or even Joondalup, quite a large, massive council area. Today's the public holiday. Everywhere else in Brisbane, it's Wednesday.
Oh.
Oh.
Yep. I rang the boss this morning. He goes, "Why aren't you on annual leave on public holiday?" I didn't fucking know it was our turn.
Well, there you go.
There you go.
Yeah.
I said, but I'm a rep, so every day's a public holiday for me, mate.
Yeah, that's about right.
All right.
Actually, on that note, the house next door got knocked over, and the guy's building a couple of big long houses on it. You know, he's going to sell them for $1.5 million each, and it's really funny watching the brickies. They rock up just after about 7 o'clock, and they faff around and they have a cup of coffee and all that smoke and all that, and then they're packed up and gone by 1:30, and they don't work on Fridays. It's like, got to be a brickie in this in this bloody economy.
Yeah, they make a
No
fortune
wonder
too.
nothing's getting built.
Yeah.
A tiler's no different. We just got our pool area tiled, as you guys know, over the last few weeks. And exactly that, mate. He'd rock up at 7, start the saw at 7:30. He'd be gone by 12:30, and I come home and I go, "What the fuck's he done? He's literally laid 15 tiles. Are you for fucking real?" Thank God I'm not paying him by the hour.
Paying him as well. You know, before we get too far into it, I'm just going to do this.
You got a nice little booth there, mate.
Yeah, I've got it working really well at the moment, except for now. Why didn't that work? We'll do this one. That one will work.
Whoa, look at this.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Christmas morning.
Yeah, there it goes. There it is.
Hello.
There you go. Hit that bell. Subscribe.
Ring that bell.
Yep, you know.
I've got a bell, actually. Hang five.
Yeah, I've got one too under the bed.
Fuck me, mate. You don't get kinky, mate. It's too early. It's only season 2.
I'm just gonna.
No, actually,
Oh fuck!
Oh god!
Oh, Jesus! Just take it away from your phone.
This is how I shut you guys up.
Oh god!
Oh, anyway, I'm going to bring these up as well.
My turn to speak.
I'll have to drop his microphone down in a second. So the QR codes, those QR codes on the screen, people can, because we're live on YouTube, we're streaming on YouTube at the moment. Probably won't have anyone tuning in, but we can use the, like, when Michael shows all his brewery mates the videos, people, you can see that these ads, click them QR codes, and we get a bit of a kickback. We get a bit of a kickback from them. So
Beer cartel.
What does it take me to Pornhub, Paul?
oh, sorry, wrong one. Is it in incognito mode?
Wrong QR code, mate.
Yeah, that's beer cartel.
So there's a bit of a variety in the ads we've got going there. So we'll get a bit of a kickback.
Take 2, season 2.
Yep, we'll get a kickback for them, and then so Michael can pass this info on to some of the other breweries if they want to advertise their breweries. If they want to give us a bit of a kickback, we can put a code on there, and people can then click it, go straight to their different website. So that they're going to cycle through while we chat. Yeah, what's been happening?
What are we drinking, gentlemen? I've got a new one tonight.
So have I. Oh, you can't put it in front of the camera at least.
John something.
Oh, shit. Sorry.
John Boston.
John Boston.
I've had that. That's good. That's not bad, that.
Yeah.
Quite hoppy.
Well, I went on my brewery tour last week.
Coca-Cola.
Yeah, it's caffeine free,
That's
sugar
right.
free. How'd it go? How'd it go?
Fucking great. Learnt shitloads. Went to Stone and Wood.
Yep.
Went to another couple.
Yeah.
I learnt how to actually, Al, you would go for this, and Michael probably already knows. I learnt how to work out how many standard drinks you have drunk or you can drink
Oh yeah.
instead of guessing.
Yeah.
You can drink as much as you want.
Well, just don't drive.
Yeah.
So-
Brad will tell you I'm an expert at knowing exactly how much I've drunk and still able to drive.
You're
Yeah,
fucking not
legally,
anymore, mate.
legally, or
Yeah, legally. The amount of times I've been out and I've counted me drinks and I've gone through checkpoints.
Yep.
You know, blowing here, please, sir. Been drinking tonight? Yep. Had my last one 20 minutes ago. They've looked at it and gone, yeah, you're good to go. I am the master at counting what works for me.
oh yeah,
Yes, but this is the mathematical version. You ready, gentlemen?
Yep.
Point on your calculator. 0.789.
oh, hold on a sec. I've got to get my calculator up. You didn't tell me. Calculator. There you go. Yep. Okay. 0.789.
Yeah. Times that by the size of your glass. So let's just go a schooner, which is what, 425 mil?
Yep.
Yep.
Times by the alcohol percentage. And that'll tell you how many
Yeah, that
standard
works.
drinks you're allowed per hour.
But this doesn't take into
Yeah,
account
see,
but that doesn't
I-
take into account my body
No.
weight or anything.
No, that's what he said. Obviously, he can't because you and I are stocky and Al's a fucking stick. And, you know,
So it's point.
I just read the standard drinks on the side of the stubbies. You know that they've
Yeah.
legally had to put that on the side of stubbies for a
Yeah.
long time now, mate.
Yeah. You can have.
Yep, but
Yeah.
it's working out. So this one here, for example, I can't find it, but anyway. Oh, here we go. It's 4.2 alcohol, so it's 1.1 standard drinks.
Yeah, and you can have
So
two standard.
calculation-wise, yes, you can have two of those. Yes,
Two.
correct.
No.
But what about if you...
It's two standard drinks in an hour, and then one standard drink every hour after that.
Every hour
Correct.
after it, if you've had something to eat.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
Mhm.
hang
If you
on,
haven't
let's
had anything to
reverse
eat,
all
they can
this.
screw that.
That's if you drink out of a stubby. If you're drinking out of a schooner or you have a Scotch and Coke behind the bar,
Yeah.
I've only had 2 Scotch and Cokes. This thing works out. Did you have 30
Ah.
mil, 15 mil?
Oh,
How
yeah.
big was it? Was it a flat white? Was it a schooner glass? That's the sort of, this stuff, yes, Al, you're dead right.
Yep.
Dead right.
Have you got any
So you
tips?
said though the calc was 0.789
789
times the
times
the size of your
of-
drink.
Yep, in
So
meals.
425 mil, and then what?
Yeah, well, as an example, then times your alcohol percentage. So if it's a 5%,
Oh, yeah, it was
alcohol,
you saw
0.8.
percentage was in. I was going to say how do we figure out, but the percentage was at the end.
Yeah.
Yep.
So it's a bit like a car speedometer. It's actually your car speedometer is actually calibrated under the speed limit as a safety margin, and that sounds to me like a safety margin.
Yeah.
That sounds like less than one standard drink per hour. Just doing the calculation in my head.
We went to a place called at Sea Legs Brewery.
Oh, Sea Legs is
Green
wonderful, isn't it?
Beacon. Yeah, it is. Green Beacon and Stones and Wood. And tried some beautiful, nice tropical lager. Very nice. I learned a lot about it. Obviously, the fundamentals and the yeast and the seeds and all that sort of crap in one ear and out the other. But just the flavours and the taste that you
You
put.
shouldn't be, you've gone to the wrong place if they're telling you to put seeds in your beer.
Yeah.
No, not. You know what I mean. They're not seeds. I don't know. Come on, help me out here, Mike.
Malt.
Malt,
Hops and malts
yeast.
and-
That's it. Hops. That's the word.
Malt.
They look like
Malt,
fucking
that's the one.
seeds and they stink. Yes.
Anyway.
And here's a good one for you. I don't know if any of you guys go to the gym. I do, ironically. If I didn't, I'd be 3 times as big. That a beer is the best. It's the most hydrated drink you could have directly after a gym workout. Not 2, not 3, just 1. Because it
Did you
hydrates.
not
the
notice
beer.
that after playing futsal, I always had 3 or 4 beers? I needed the hydration, mate.
Yeah, we didn't stop at 1, but yes, you're right.
Yeah.
So I learnt that as well. I haven't told my gym coach yet, but that's okay.
So did you pick up any
So,
tips for Michael?
No, shit, no.
Oh, so
Jesus Christ, I'm not gonna.
That's what
mate, to
you
be the
said.
best, you got to beat the best, and I can't beat the best.
you said you were going to get some tips last time we chatted. You
Well,
said
I've got them all here in front of me because I couldn't remember them because it was a big day.
yeah.
Yeah,
Like, we didn't just have a fucking cup of tea at each one.
Did you get into trouble?
And
Any strippers?
no, but my son, he all put in 20 bucks.
20 bucks.
20 bucks.
and we got a stripper for half an hour for him.
Half an hour.
20 bucks. What a great way to start season 2, eh? 20 bucks is 20 bucks.
She wouldn't have even got her socks off. Jeez.
Oh, most yeah, no.
She popped the glass eye out.
Like the Brisbane City scoreboards in the background.
I'm going to have to tell you guys about Brad's Bucks night then.
Fucking serious?
Yeah.
This is not about me, mate. This is about season 2.
Season 2. Yeah.
And
Anyway.
this night we'll have.
Yeah. Oh. Okay.
That's me done. I learnt a lot, Michael. I learnt a lot. Nowhere near as your knowledge, of course, but I certainly you were in my mind on the day. That's the only time you're in my mind. Do not get excited about that.
Oh, hang on, Ryobi and beer drinking. It's look out.
Yeah, look out.
You just keep talking. I'm going to untie myself.
Yeah.
I told you guys he was in the bondage.
God, he's got a bell under his bed. Clearly you have too.
Yeah. Back. Keep running over my microphone, my headphone lead with my chair.
So I really enjoyed it. Yes.
Fantastic.
And who was the place called? Hop on Brewery Tours.
Brewery
Have you
Tours?
heard of them, Michael? You've heard of them, yeah?
I do. Yeah. Yeah, they're quite big in. They obviously do Brisbane City, and I think they do a lot on the Sunshine Coast.
Yeah, Matt Farrelly
Oh, yeah, yeah.
is the owner.
That's
Hop
the
on
one.
Brewery
Yeah,
Tours. We did axe throwing first. That was
Glad you got it in the right order.
that's an experience.
It would be disastrous if you did it last.
That was
Especially if
you
you
got to
go
make sure the blade
to the strippers
the blade
after.
doesn't hit that wood, mate. It'll bounce back at you. And you're watching, mate. Fucking bang! But that was an experience.
It reminds me a little of the axe throwing.
But I learned good techniques about axe throwing. So come wood chopping with me, mate. I'll tell you how to do it.
Not as easy as it looks, is it? The old axe throwing.
It's not. It's fucking not. It's all about balance.
And the way you pinch it, like from the handle, and it sort of hangs over your shoulder, and then
Yep. I was doing the old Mr. Miyagi, mate.
Yeah.
And we had
Did you do the
15
double?
blokes.
Did you do the double handle?
No, well, I tried, and it just fucking hit the handle, mate. I thought, this is fucking bullshit, mate. I'll just take a single. Everyone had sore shoulders. It was quite funny watching this stripper in a penthouse suite, and everyone's going, "Oh fuck!"
Who brought the axe? Little Johnny's in the shower with his mum, and he points up to her thing. He says, "What's that?" He said, "That's where Dad hit me with the axe." He said, "Great shot, right in the cup."
Righto, we're off, mate. We are off and running. There's no award for us this season.
Season 2.
We're off to a flyer.
You remind me one. It was actually on a renovation website, and this woman said, my front passage, it's really, really kind of dark. Can I have any hints or tips on brightening it up and making it more visible?" And some guy said, "Have you tried shaving it?"
It's like, just play golf. Hear about the woman. This woman was playing golf. She got stung by a bee. She went up to the course doctor and says, "I've just been stung by a bee." And he says, "Where did you get stung?" She said, "Between the first and second holes." He said, "I think your stance is too wide."
Stop.
You've been banging these up, you bastard.
But we're gonna have to be careful with these because if we decide to
You fucking started it.
yeah, I know, but I'm thinking if we do what I've got planned, we're gonna have to like pull it right back. So I'm going to show us what I'll show you this in a second. Have you all got your mobile phone with you?
Yes.
Yes, teacher.
Yes, you have.
I've got it on Do Not Disturb, though.
No, that's all right.
Some bastard keeps messaging me.
Can you see the screen all right? Can you see the QR codes on the screen?
Fucking me.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
cartel.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay, not that
I've
one.
already tried it.
Not that one. Oops, not that one. Not that one. Not that one.
Gifts for her.
No, you don't want that one. You want to.
How to play golf?
You want to pull. Yeah.
Join.
You want to do that one.
Oh, kiss.
Yep.
All right.
Quiz.
Yep.
What's going on? Oh, there
going
we go.
on.
K-bit.
All right.
Okay, hello.
There you go.
Okay, I'm gonna.
Quiz bit.
Yep. I've done that.
So what do we do now?
Just hold on.
Yeah.
Hold on. I'm going to go there. Don't enable that.
Hang on, Al.
Oh, come on. You gotta. Wasn't on this bit. Copy the invite. Done that. So. Oh, I don't think it's not going to work. I don't want to schedule. I want to host it. Don't enable it.
6 P's, mate. Proper planning prevents piss poor.
Oh, I did.
Yeah, I was about to say that, Brad.
You were, weren't you? I could see it. I could feel it in my bones.
Oh, yeah.
Triple B's and
Host
The
it.
6
please.
P's.
yeah, the
Don't
6
enable the
Bs.
video. Turn that off. Oh, this is beyond a joke. This was supposed to work. You just keep talking. I'll get it. I'll get it working.
Oh, come on, Bellamy. All right, so news of the week. Shall I
Yeah.
do news of the week?
Yeah, you do that.
Yeah. This,
Apparently this morning, some guy took a helicopter for a joy flight and crashed it into a building near Brad.
Yep.
Yes, it's actually
You all
not
see
far
the-
from their father-in-law's house. Yes. It's actually across the
Well-
road from the hotel we stayed at 3 years ago.
What I think, and it was a double tree, wasn't it? Good aiming point, by the way.
Yeah.
But the thing is, helicopters are really hard to drive. So this guy obviously knew how to fly a helicopter. It's like it wasn't like he was just a joyride. Went, fuck, the keys are in that. I'm going to take it for a fly.
Well, they reckon it's an ex-employee.
Yeah, it's like, so that's where the story is going. I just thought it was weird. It's like, you don't just take a helicopter for a joy flight. Not
Yeah.
everybody
No,
can fly a helicopter.
Oh.
They are hard.
It's kind of like the news over here. Obviously, it's bigger here, but ex-employee didn't pass his license, got jacked off, but so obviously knew basics. Obviously, no one knows, and no one will ever know if there's. Well, they'll take blood samples if he's drinking. Not that it gives
Well,
a fuck.
mate, he crashed into a building. I can understand why he didn't pass his license.
well, maybe he did his
The thing
calculation wrong when he was at Stone and Wood. He's got, fuck, I carried the 3.
Was it 0.789 or 0.656? Fuck!
0.897.
Oh, God, yeah. Fuck it, let's just start the helicopter.
Probably grab
The
your
building
dick
was shoved
instead of
out
the
of me,
throttle,
officer.
mate.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's big news here. But mate, all I can say is good luck to him. Thank fuck he's dead, and thank God no one else was injured.
Because
Because everyone would have been tucked up
What's
in their
the
hotel
story?
room, safe as houses,
yeah.
and it's one less dickhead that's on our roads or on our air.
Or in the skies.
All right. Let's see.
I'll tell you what, on a semi-serious note, I mean, if he was intending to cause some damage, he'd probably pick the worst vehicle. I mean, helicopters are pretty fragile against
Mate, it was a good
building.
scene out of Die Hard. You know, remember the Die Hard original? That's a good scene. You just needed all those windows to smash, mate. There's your fucking Die Hard 5. Live in cans. Speaking of movies,
It
Trouble
won't,
is, Bruce Willis has got dementia, so yeah, it's not going to be the same without Bruce.
no, it's not. Don't.
And Die Hard is a Christmas movie.
yeah.
It is.
Yes.
Guys
I've
can
never
disagree
doubted
with
that.
me, but it is a Christmas movie.
So outside of Stone and Wood, I don't know if you guys know, but Mark Wahlberg is over here filming a new movie. All right.
Yep.
Cool.
And between Brisbane and the Gold Coast, he
well, let me do
flatters around. So outside of Stone and Wood, and I only realised this because someone pointed out as we left, because for a minute there I'm going, no, I'm not that fucking pissed. There's this make-believe shop front directly outside. You walk outside Stone and Wood across the road, there's this shop front. And it's in Spanish. So don't even ask me what the shit could be. A fucking bakery. Wouldn't have a clue. It's in Spanish. But behind that wall is just scaffolding. And the tour manager said, that's the scene for the Mark Wahlberg movie coming up. He's making as we speak. Fuck me. I couldn't believe it.
There's a lot of movies being made in Australia lately, isn't there?
There is, because that just must be.
Yeah, you see, you see, we're building a movie studio here. So
Yeah.
brilliant.
Mm.
I think it's brilliant.
Well, why won't you let me do that?
Have you guys seen that comedy,
studio
Ricky
where?
Stenicki?
Which one?
Sorry,
Ricky Stenicki. It's got John Cena, the wrestler, in it.
Yeah, I have. Yeah.
Ricky Stenicki. I was watching it, and it all seemed pretty normal. And then all of a sudden, they do the shot of, like, you know, the pub that they're sitting in. They give you the outdoor shot of the pub, and then they go inside and they're sitting there at the bar. But the shot of the outdoor pub is the Royston Hotel in Melbourne. And then when they're in the bar, I went, holy shit, they're inside the Royston. So apparently this whole thing was filmed in I assume, pretty much Melbourne. So all the scenes where they're standing like what looks like a laneway or an alley, it's actually the back street in Melbourne. And it totally changed my view of the movie when I realised the whole thing was in Australia. It was really weird.
Oh, excuse me.
Actually, on that's no. There used to be a show in the 80s called Round the Twist, and it was filmed down. It was filmed down at Point Parent. And I used to love watching it because I'm really familiar with Point Parent. I know it quite well. It's my stomping ground, and it's so funny. They go from but they go from an indoor shot to and they've just walked over there and they've gone to the beach, and it's like, that beach is actually 150 metres away, or 200 metres away, and it was just weird seeing how the jump cuts and the transitions they've gone from here to here, and they've only just walked over. It's like, that's a 10-minute walk.
You got to pass the fish and chip shop first.
Yeah.
I don't know what's going on here. Won't.
Shit, Paul's still here.
Yeah, I'm still here.
Oh, hello, mate.
Yeah, how you going?
Yeah, Jesus. You can tell we can get a word in, mate, because Paul's busy.
Yeah.
Did you not fucking plan for this over the weekend?
I did. We used it last night. I emailed them saying, this is, pay an absolute
Try
fortune.
turning it off and back on again.
Yeah, I've done that. Done that. So, it's all gone crazy. Yep.
It comes up on our phone, all right? Does it?
Yeah, but I can't get to the I can't.
So if we put our emails in and put submit, what does it do?
No, well, you can join on the just as a guest, and it brings up a quiz on your screen, and I'm the quiz master, and I ask you questions, and you answer the questions through your phone.
All right, ask me a question.
Well, I can't because it's
$20.
This is why it's not working, Paul. You have no questions.
Yes, $20 to enter. Welcome to season
hold
2.
Yeah, hold on. I think we're there. I think we might have it sorted. Huh? Let's go.
So we ended up at this
Excited for
place
a quiz now.
called the Cabaret Club in Brisbane City for my son's Bucks night.
Yeah.
So Cabaret Club. So we all get there. I don't have a license because I'm 57. So like, why would you have a license? But this is a place where you have to have a license to get in. But Cabaret Club. So, there's couples around, all that sort of shit. I thought, yep, happy days. I'll grab an Uber back to the hotel, get my license. I'll see you back here. Walk in, mate, and it's a fucking strip joint, mate. There is naked women walking over left, right, and centre, mate. Humping your knees and getting $75. It's a lot more than $20, mate. That's not $20. It's $20. You don't get much. You get $20 change out of a hungy for 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Your problem with this brand is.
I gave my son $100. There you go, mate. There's a little gift for my old man.
Yeah.
Go hard. You go nuts, mate. I'll hit the bar. I'm too old for that shit.
Yeah, nah, she's not going to work.
I've never gotten strip clubs, to be honest. I've been to a couple in my time, usually because it's someone's bucks or something, but I just don't get them. I just
No, I'm with you.
No,
I'm
I don't.
Happy to
I
be
used
before,
to.
mate.
I used to go to the strip club above where Brad used to manage, and it was only because I was a DJ.
Yeah.
And finish at 12 o'clock. I really didn't want to go to the night. Oh no, sorry. No, but even when the nightclub was there, I knew the owner who owned the strip club and
Who was
the
that?
nightclub, and Kevin.
Oh yeah.
And yeah, I'd go and I'd stand at the door and I'd go and they'd be the pay booth and I'd say, "Oh, just get Kevin," and Kevin come out and go, "Yeah, he's right," and I'd just go have drinks with Kevin. And I knew some of the girls there, but I never got the whole strip sitting there.
No.
Love naked women, don't get me wrong, but I don't get it either.
Yeah, I went to one once.
Does
It's
nothing
on
for you.
Wanneroo Road, Charles Street. I can never remember the name of it. It's upstairs, I think. And it was one of these nights. It was like it was my friend's probably like birthday or something. We ended up at this place at the end of the night, and we're upstairs. And I remember in the middle of the room somewhere there was a pole, and there was like sort of not chairs, like loungy type chairs around in a circle, so the pole was in the middle, and people were just coming. And I was just sitting there drinking a beer or something with my mate next to me, and there was a lady dancing on this pole in the middle. And I didn't realise, but there was two ladies on the far side of this pole watching as well. And one of them comes over to me. I think they were lesbians. I shouldn't assume. But this lady came over to me, and she sort of stuck her finger in my chest and goes, "Stop fucking staring at us. We've got the right to be here too," and blah, blah. I was like, "There's a naked woman on a pole in front of me. I'm sort of staring at her, and you happen to be on the far side of that woman. Like, you're staring at the same woman." And she abused me for, like, goggling at them or something. I don't know what was going on, so I left. I thought, this is ridiculous. I paid $20, and
$20 is $20.
Yeah.
That's what you
That's
get.
$20 is
$20,
$20.
and I didn't even get a kiss from a bloke. So
Yeah. Yeah.
I always have a standby because there is always that dickhead that will do that.
Yeah,
You
triple
staring
B's,
at me.
mate.
Oh,
Yep.
lost you, Michael.
Always
But
popped out.
I've always
Yeah,
got that standby that if I ever get into that situation, I have done many times in my life. You're looking at something and somebody past what you're looking at thinks you're staring at them, and it's like, "Ah." But my standby now is, sorry, what did you say?
I'm going to keep some glasses in my pocket from now.
It's actually worked because it happened to me sometime in the last. It was at Market Ground, so it was sometime in the last 5 years. And seriously, I had a guy that was quite upset, thought I was staring at him, and pulled out the old glasses were in my pocket. He's like, "Sorry, mate."
Yeah.
Situation
Shallow
diffused.
how, mate? Shallow how.
Yeah.
No, so I didn't. Look, it was good to just have a few of the boys there in the bar, and then watch Adam and a few of the other single lads do their fucking bit. But it's
Definitely not
it was
working.
also. I'm thinking to myself, geez, I'd love to get in the cab and just go back to the hotel room and just fucking relax.
Just because
I'd
you're
rather
old.
pay-
Yeah.
Well,
Sometimes
it's
you get into
$800
that,
a night, mate. You got to balance it out. $800 a night in a suite,
Yeah.
or watching naked chicks on other blokes.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
you
Do we
could
need a
just,
calculator for that sum?
yeah, you could just put up some porn on your laptop.
It's 0.798 times.
Very quick, Mr. Shaw. Very, very quick.
Hey, it's top up time for me. Top up time and pale LP break, Paul. So are we doing something special or just Al, you fuck off?
No, he's probably fucking
No,
off.
I've got your little thingy. You can go now.
There he is.
Right, I'm going to top up my beer, boys.
Yep. I don't know what's going on with that quiz because that quiz was going to be really, really
Quizzy.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, quizzy.
Yeah.
So, Michael, is this your office, is it, mate, with all those degrees and certificates, or are they your wife's?
It's a bit of both of us.
Oh,
This is our this is our study. Little study nook thing, whatever it is. Yeah. So I was going to try and put something more beery in the background, but I just didn't get time.
Started getting a little bit cold in the garage, isn't it, mate?
It wasn't that. I felt bad that maybe the noise, because I'm sitting in the garage, I wasn't sure what the sound was like at your end, and also if the wife comes home, she puts the garage up, and we're in the middle of recording. So I was like, I'll go upstairs.
That's
tonight.
annoying.
Yeah.
That's annoying.
Yeah. I'll be sending some emails off in a second when we finish here.
Yeah, no, that's
So it's not
this is
an hour or hour and a half?
Well, it depends on how we go. If we run out of shit to say. Because what we can do, we can take people can take messages we can take messages from YouTube, but no one's tuned in, so no one's going to leave us any messages at the moment. Al's waving his hands, going, "I'm here, I'm back, I'm out." Well, we're just enjoying it. There he is. No, he's not back.
No, he's not back.
I'm watching the live stream, and he's still there on the live stream.
Ah, see, because he's in the toilet, so he's waving his hands.
Yeah.
We don't know why.
Well,
But so we
it's a
can
very
take.
fast motion. It's
Yeah. So did you all got a copy of the sheet that I sent out to everyone?
sheet.
No.
Yeah, I sent it out to everyone ages ago. Had like a run sheet. Had all the times on it.
Oh,
How long it's going to take to do stuff.
oh.
No.
Oh no.
I think you forgot to attach it.
No, I'm pretty sure I did. Oh, sure.
No.
Anyway, I'll send it out to everyone.
Another one. This is another
Actually, I
quiz
think
thing, mate. I think you
No,
just
because
forgot.
Brad, you responded to the message.
Oh, was it in the
Matt,
messenger?
Messenger, yeah.
You said email.
Yeah, Messenger.
Yeah.
Is
Yes.
someone drawing with a felt tip pen, banging on a whiteboard or something?
No, not me.
No.
not.
Yes, you did.
Yep.
And there's a lot of. Yep, there it is.
Where is it? This makes for great content too. Just
Yeah.
us scrolling through fucking laptops looking for
It
shit.
does. Looks
Yeah,
like,
I told you we
looks like
did it.
we're either.
Told you we did it.
Good evening, Vietnam. Next week's season 2 kicks off. For us.
Where's it sound? Where's it sound coming from? Can you hear it?
Yeah, I can hear it. Doof, 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 doof.
What is it?
Is it Al?
It's gone now.
It has to be Al.
Is it?
He's
Hang
out
on.
having a shit.
Hang on. When I scroll on my laptop, is it this?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, it's me scrolling on my laptop. There you go. Okay. So
I
20.
was wondering what it was. I thought Al's got a problem.
Al's having a shit.
He's having a wipe. He's not his hands in the back.
We'll leave it at the shit. Because
Just
that's
making
okay.
sure I'm well and truly empty, boys. Just quietly say, I've heard nothing you've said, but fuck you.
We've heard everything you've done.
Yeah, mate.
You should look into that stream.
It puts a new meaning to live stream, doesn't it?
That was a chunk. That was
does.
chunky and.
I don't know what you were
chunky
hearing. I
and
took the AirPods out and left them on the table, but
We'll go with that, Al.
Yeah.
We'll go with that one.
Yeah.
So we're going to do, so 90 minutes through this. Yep.
Yep.
Okay, mate, all this is true and all this is great.
But
If
Michael,
the fucking thing worked for a quiz.
yeah, well, it would have worked. Yeah, but Michael was also going to bring in. Didn't he win an award?
Oh, I don't have the award with me, but I was going to go over some of like how well WA did at the awards on Friday night. If you wanted
I
to.
reckon he stole.
Oh, was it a
the
national?
award.
Was it a national thing? Was it?
Yeah. It's yeah. So it's it was the Independent Brewers Association. So they're a national body that look after anyone who's not owned by law or CUB.
the fact that Michael had to go somewhere else in Australia, did that not give you a hint, Paul?
Oh no, it was in Perth. So yeah.
Oh, was it? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
so
shit
they do.
right now.
Let's say, hey, it's not.
Yeah.
It's fine now. It's fine.
Go for another
You're
piece.
clearly not reading my messages. It's fine.
Yeah. No, yeah.
Brad's constantly thinking of me when he sees Rio and goes to was it strip clubs? I can't remember.
I even said, yeah, but I don't think of you with that. So calm the fuck down.
Do you know his nickname to his privates, Roy Obi? Because it's a power tool.
I heard a good one the other day.
Yeah, but it's only 18 volts, so I wouldn't stress about it too much.
My wife calls me a sex machine. Well, actually, she calls me a fucking tool, but I know what she means.
Oh, so- anyway, so tell us
So
about the awards.
The night looked good.
Yeah, so the awards were so in the day. The West Australian Brewers Association, which I'm a part of, we put together the Brewers Conference. That's during the day, and that's like technical talks and things like that. Then the evening, the IBA had their awards, and the awards will be in a different state each year. So last year they were in on the Gold Coast. So we had a party in the awards at one of the bars on the Gold Coast, and then this year it was Perth. So they basically had the awards straight after the conference at the Rendezvous Hotel.
Yep, and then they went to a strip club
For that. And then we all went down to
$20.
gay. I was a strip club called Gay Bardos. It was a weird one.
Oh, yeah.
Al, have you heard that one?
No wonder you're looking so tanned, refreshed, and healthy.
because they don't have. They've only got a back door.
All the women go through the front. It's weird. And Scarborough's never going to be the same.
Keep it clean, boys.
Yeah, please. And so we had the awards, and so the idea is we did the judging at the start of the week, and then at the end of the week they award us. They turn it around pretty quickly, these guys, and it was so there was a bunch of gold medals given out. Western. So I'll give you an idea. So there's 1,028 beers were judged across 2 days. And then, so all in all sorts of different categories. So the beers get put into, so it could be lager, pale ales, modern pale ales, whatever, European styles and all sorts. We did very well in West Australia. So so at the end of any beer that receives a gold medal in its class, then goes up against the other gold medals in it. And then those judges decide what we call the trophy beer. So let's just call it pale ale. So all the pale ales that were submitted got a gold, and the judges decide which one of those gold medals gets the trophy beer. So we had, let's see, we got, so from WA, we had Innate Brewing, which is Spearwood. They're around the Spearwood area. They got the champion pale for traditional pale ale. Boston Brewing, which are Denmark and also in Vic Park. They got best non-alc beer, so that was a good one. Yeah, not John Boston. That's fucking Woolworths. No, you can put that one down.
I actually did get that from BWS. Yeah,
exactly. It's made by them because that's it. Homestead, which is Mandoon Estate in around the Swan Valley area. There, they got the best champion European beer. Me and my boss, we got champion lager. So we got the best lager.
Yep.
There's a little which we were very surprised. Like I was at the back of the room somewhere, didn't think we had a chance in hell for anything, so I had to run pretty fast to get to the front of the room, pick up the trophy. And then Boundary Island. So these guys are down Mandurah, in Mandurah Key, just across from the resort there. So these guys are killing it. These guys they've received, I think, champion brewery and brewery awards for the last 2 or 3 shows now, including the international awards. So they picked up the best modern pale ale, the best modern IPA, and then they also received champion small brewery. So depending on your size and how much you make, you then go up for you have small, medium, and large. So these guys picked up the best small brewery and best WA brewery. So it was a really big night for WA, which was awesome.
Those guys in Mandurah. Oh, well done. Do they do packaged or is it just draft?
Yeah, they are doing some package. Yeah, I think it's they're definitely doing takeaways from their site, and they're probably selling some to local bottle shops and stuff like that as well. So yeah, Boundary Island. There's actually an ex-footy player involved. In the ownership.
Only one.
Yeah, only one in this one. Yeah, it's a bit of an odd one.
What was it called? Boundary
Boundary Island.
Boundary Island, yeah. Next time I'm in Mandurah, I'll have to look them up.
Elliot Yo, he's got a pub in Vic Park. I'm wondering if he's part of it.
He's got the Broken Hill, is it, in Vic Park?
That's it, Broken Hill. Yep.
I think technically his dad owns it because as a footy player,
he does
own him or something like that. Yeah, Yep.
Yes, you're right.
It's not on beer. It's not on Beer Cartel.
No, that wouldn't be on Beer Cartel,
No.
unfortunately. The old Boundary Island. No.
Well, Beer Cartel do a lot of the craft beers. They do a fair whack of craft
They
beers.
do. They do.
There was
Usually stuff that's distributed a bit further.
Yep.
there was something I was I've been thinking about bringing up with Michael. Now, please forgive me. My tastes in beer are not as refined as yours, Michael. Obviously, you've honed yours over many
That's
years.
not true.
But Coles, they used to import a Korean beer called Clean Skin Green Beer, and they sold it for cheap as, and it was. Brad, you remember I used to get that
Yeah.
stuff?
It was
30
chip,
bucks a
chip,
carton,
chip,
and it was
chip.
Yeah,
it
clean
was
skin.
extraordinary, wasn't it?
It was
It
chip,
was
chip.
It was.
extraordinarily good beer for the price. That was when cartons were $40. They were 35, $40, and this stuff was $30. And Coles sold it, and they had big pallets of it, and it was like, this is a cheap shit clean beer, but clean skin, but wow. And they don't sell it anymore. I'm so disappointed. It had a great taste, didn't it, Brad? It was just
It did.
extraordinarily good for the price. Did you ever run into it at all?
You can get it's in the vinegar aisle
No.
now.
No, they don't sell it at all.
Next to the rice one.
Look into my eye.
Very quick.
So,
Paul.
So
The
one
man
I'll
who's
put it
drinking Coke can comment. Really?
Hey, it's not just Coke. It's 0 sugar, 0 caffeine.
Oh.
Oh, that's
So what's
Oh,
even
no
worse.
alcoholic bevy tonight, Paul.
Yeah, because I was too busy trying to get shit working, which obviously didn't happen.
Or maybe go back to the alcohol.
Yeah.
Go back to the ouzo or the vodka or whatever it was.
Yeah, the gin.
Oh, gin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So something I'm pretty passionate about is education. This is where Drink West, Drink Best comes into, is education of the consumer and understanding where your drinks come from, especially beer.
Yep.
So Woolworths and Coles call them, they're a necessary evil. So if you're a brewery and you want to sell your beer, you can sell to the independent bottle shops like the Celebrations and the Liquor Barons and so on. So you can grow into selling at BWS and Dan Murphy's and that. But then, and that's okay if you want to go down that path. There's nothing wrong with that. But then what Coles and Woolworths do, they then have their own arms of their business that then create drinks. So that includes wines and things like that. So they basically contract, make things. So John Boston's a fantastic example of that. So Woolworths and Coles are very good at going, okay, so right now hazy IPAs are the big thing for them. So they'll then go about, they'll get a big brewery that's got the capacity to make the beer for them. They'll pay them cents in the dollar for them to make it, and then they take receivership of it and put it on the shelf, and they make it look like a craft beer that's made by somebody local or anything. And if you look at the back of the can, it'll say Endeavour Drinks Group, or Coles would be Pinnacle, I think is Pinnacle and Endeavour Drinks Group. So that's the way to tell. So if you look at the back of your John Boston there, I think that one will be under Endeavour from memory. If they
probably why they took
labelled it.
Probably why they took the clean skin off the shelf, because it would have cost them too much to import it.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, it could have been, yeah. And then what they might have done then was found a local place that would make it for them that could get it done cheaper and make a similar beer. So it's really hard to tell. And they do this with wine as well. They'll go and scoop up wine at very cheap rates, put a label on, make it look like it's made by a winery in Margaret River when it's not. Even though, technically it is made there, if you know what I mean. It's just not actually
I was about to say I get the scam, but it's not a scam. I get the beer.
No, it's legitimate business.
I get the merchandising and the marketing. That's how you do it.
Mm-hmm. Same as what they're doing with the bread and milk and everything else. Make their
exactly, yeah.
But it's pretty deceiving, though. You think it's a different brand. You think it's you think you're buying a craft beer, when actually you're just buying, some dregs that's been labelled up to be.
Well, and this is the thing too. It's absolutely well crafted and made beer, but the money is going straight into the pockets of Woolworths and Coles. Yeah. So there's no the little brewery that actually makes, or the larger brewery that makes it for them as under contract.
Yeah, and
they're making it because they're good at what they do. They're just paid.
But they have to do it. The catch is with their contracts is that they say you have to make this beer at this price, or we won't put your beer at a prominent spot in our BWS and things.
No, they won't
Yeah.
do that.
They
But
used to
then,
do it with. I used to work at a bakery, and they used to do it with that bread. And we used to bake their bread. The bakery I worked for baked their bread, and they had to do it at a set price. If that brand didn't do it, they would go to the other company, and they would remove their bread from the shelf, or put their put their bread in a different spot so it wouldn't get picked up.
Yeah, so they don't do that.
I've actually.
Yep.
I know that goes on. Like I notice, depending on where we are and whatever milk wars are going on, especially with Coles, Harvey milk can either be prominent,
Yep,
or it can be hidden down in the bottom shelf.
yep. And
Now I know this because I specifically buy Harvey milk because I know it's going to Western Australian producers.
And you'll find that depending between Woolworths and Coles, they'll have the two different brands. So if you might go into Woolworths and their Harvey will be right at eyesight, and Dairy Masters will be at the bottom. The other shop will be back to front because they're
as I said, Paul, I noticed because I specifically when I buy milk, I will only buy Harvey milk.
Yeah.
I don't care what it costs.
Yeah.
It's because I know it goes to Southwest producers. It is actually a cooperative Harvey milk, unless that's in the last few years. And you do notice it's like looking for Harvey milk. Right? Oh shit! There it is, all the way down there. I actually have to go down this ladder and open this locked door with a combination on it. I have to figure out the combination. It's like, there's the Harvey milk. It's a bit like that.
I know in Western Australia, if you go into Woolworths, I know it is in Woolworths, and you pick up the Woolworths bread and you look at the little tag, it'll have some letters burning. It'll have CV and it'll have 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5 in the tag. And if you look at the Tip Top bread, it'll have the same thing, CV 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5. And what that CV is Canning Vale Bakery. And what bagging machine bagged that bread? And Woolworths bread and Tip Top bread, is basically you have a look at the similarities to it.
So, Michael, I did have a look at the label on that John Boston, and yes, it's packaged and brewed on behalf of Pinnacle for Dan
Pinnacle.
Yeah,
I think it's the other way around. So, Endeavour and Pinnacle. Yeah, that's right. Yeah. So what guys do is in
Surrey Hills,
they'll make so say they've got a door for craft beer and it's got they can fit 100 lines of craft beer in it. They'll do that, and 90% of it will be made up of independent small brewers, for example, and 10% of it will be their own beers they're making. And what they slowly do over time is they go, well, that style or whatever over there is doing really well. So slowly that 10% becomes 20%, becomes 30%. Yep. So we're losing those spots on the shelf thing, and they're getting replaced with these like faux craft brands that don't exist, and the money just goes back to Woolworths and Coles. So and then on top of that, a larger brewery that can do the contracting and make really fantastic beer is then basically trying to also sell their own brand into there and losing the shelf space against stuff they're making for Coles and Woolworths. So it's this vicious cycle, and this is where we're also shopping local, like with everything, and as you were saying with Harvey and all that, you want to try and buy things that the mum and papas make and stuff like that, or smaller businesses. It's hard to live by
when I go shop. My choice when I go shopping is if it's a choice between Coles, Woolworths, and IGA, it'll be IGA first, Woolworths second, and Coles last.
Yeah, I always go Coles last.
But I'm in a fortunate situation that I can afford to pay extra. I'm not skimping.
And shop at IGA.
8%, gentlemen.
Wow.
Look at that little fucker.
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus, you'll be fucked.
Fuck, I wonder I only grabbed one.
Turned your head.
Actually, I remember back in the day when I really liked Cooper's. What's the one with the red label? Cooper's
Sparkling.
Swan Draft.
No, not
Cooper's Sparkling Ale.
MU Export.
The red one.
Yeah, and you had to actually, because it had so many bits in it, it was unpasteurised and unhomogenised. You had to actually, the tip to pouring it was you rolled it. You had to roll the stubby, and then you put a schooner glass on. You pulled the top, put a schooner glass on top of it, and tipped them upside down, and just slowly pulled the stubby out, so it had a head about that big, and it smelt like super glue, but the taste was glorious.
The taste was craft
It
glue.
smelled like super. The actual aroma smelled like super glue. The taste was amazing. But the thing is, you'd have two of them, and Brad will tell you, I could drink, but two of them, and I'd be on the arse. Absolutely.
Yeah,
You'd
that's
fall in
strong.
the rose bushes, mate. You'd be fucked.
Yeah.
Oh yes, it was. It was that night. Yeah, that night I fell in the rose bushes. I was drinking Coopers, wasn't I? I was.
You were.
fucked.
You were. Fucking scratches all over you.
So all that sediments because they actually bottle condition the beers. So like when you do a home brew and you put your sugar drop in the bottom and to carbonate it, they actually bottle condition the beers so it leaves all that sediment. So like you said, you Cooper's Sparkling and Pale, the green one, you want to roll them because you want to mix all that yeast up back into the
mix the sediment and everything.
So
it's beautiful beer. Beautiful beer. But knocks me off.
What's it called again?
Cooper's Sparkling. It's a red label.
The red, and it's an old style stubby. It's an old style stubby.
You can get
and you need to. You must have a schooner glass. You can't really drink it out of the stubby. You must. You've got to have a schooner glass to decant it into. That's my feeling.
Yeah, absolutely.
This ginger beer tastes like shit. Don't like it. Don't like it.
Pop down the bottle and get some Matzos. Get some Matzos.
Yeah, give me the Matzos.
I love Matzos over ice on a hot day.
Oh,
mate, Brad, when you come visit, come up to Indian Ocean and I'll give you our ginger beer. It's called Spicy Boy.
Spicy Boy.
That'll suit Brad. It's wonderful.
You're a spicy boy.
Yeah, Spicy Boy.
Love your long time.
I'm your Ryobi man.
Gonna love you a long time. So when's the Indy going to start bottling their stuff?
We did a canning run. Yeah, we did a canning run last week. And of our Fruitalis, which is a hazy IPA. Yep. And then we're going to do our draft, the lager that just won the award. Yep. We're going to do a canning run of that in a few weeks' time. And remember, this should now start being consistent. So we've got a canning place off-site that we can use. So we should hopefully start getting some consistent stuff out of that,
So when's that happening? Oh, you said a couple of weeks. Where can we get it from?
Once we've got it into can, we'll start selling it, but it'll be a lot of your local independent bottle shops like Celebrations and Liquor Barons and stuff like that across Perth. Yeah. So we won't do it Coles or anything like that.
Yeah, I tried finding the Celebrations in Rockingham that would deliver, or like none of them.
Rockingham, mate. Actually, you've got
it's
a
in
good one.
Beach, isn't it?
Thirsty
Is it
Cam.
legal to deliver alcohol?
Huh?
No.
Jimmy Brings does it.
Deliver alcohol?
Jimmy Brings is a big one.
Uber. Sorry, Uber.
Oh, okay.
No, I don't know if Uber does. Jimmy Brings does.
Yeah.
Yeah,
bring.
Brad's always ordering it for the underage kids in his street.
He's got a bit of a market going.
Yeah.
Is you got Jimmy Brings over in Perth?
No, we've gone through this before.
I think so, but it's not.
Yeah, we have. We spoke about this in another episode a few weeks ago.
Yeah, it's not big like Queensland.
Yeah.
Oh, that's big. It's huge in Melbourne. It's not that big here. It's a little bit, but not.
Melbourne's bigger. Sorry, but we don't really.
Yeah. But I remember living up in Cairns in the 90s. You could get anything delivered in Cairns in the 90s. Anything you wanted.
But I was talking in WA, and when I was in the pub trade, I was still on the Liquor Licensing Act of 1988. And seriously, calling up a cab, going, "Hey, can you go down to the bottle shop and grab me a carton of beer?" yeah, illegal. So WA's finally come into
There was
the
no
21st
fucking
century.
laws, mate. You just jump in your car and go and pick it up. There was 0.08 back then.
Yeah.
And good luck trying to get a copper to put you down. So that's
And there was only 3 beers on the shelves, and
Yeah, back then Queensland cops weren't really the most trustworthy bunch, were they?
I don't know, mate.
Didn't
I'm
Rodney
I
shocked.
remember that.
didn't
I
Rodney
tell you,
Rood?
I am shocked.
Yeah, Rodney Rood sang a song about him, didn't he? Queensland cop.
I'm
He
clutching
did.
my pearls.
I did. I do believe he did.
Yep.
Let's
Personally
get the
don't know.
fainting counts, Mike.
What
I
do we-
think COVID pushed the world, well, certainly Australia, forward in delivering of alcohol a lot because of just the ability to the inability to be able to go out and get it. So things like
Yeah, COVID would have done a lot. Yeah,
bottle shops and everything started just delivering. So the regulations, the laws are all still there, and you are allowed to do it. There is meant to be balances and checks around, obviously, age. So, like I know Dan Murphy's name. If you try and order alcohol online, they've probably got better balances and checks, and they'll look for you. The person who's buying it is over 18. The person it's being delivered to is then identified when they deliver it. Whereas, probably little independent brewers just, oh, you fucking paid for the beer. Where do you want it? We'll deliver it.
Yeah.
So, I mean, we're very cautious.
just drop it off at the local primary school.
Yeah. there's a
Your favourite hangout,
just
Paul.
park in the car park.
They're just having a bit of a swinging.
blue light disco.
Yeah, just ask for DJ Brandon. DJ Brandon, he's up and
Actually, I'll tell you a story about Dan. This is how strict Dan Murphy's are. Beck's sister in Melbourne, also we'll go Beck's niece. I think at the time she was 16 or something. So she bought Beck's sister bought a 6-pack of whatever, right? Bacardi brews, whatever it is. And she said to her daughter, who was 16 at the time, can you just hold that? I've got to get my purse out of the bag. And as soon as she did that, the person at the checkout said, sorry, I can't serve you because that person has held alcohol. You'll have to put it back and go somewhere else.
I would have done the same back when I was in the industry.
What, even just holding it while she gets her purse out of her bag?
Yeah,
Poise.
it's not a good sign. Better to be safe than sorry.
Fucking 8%,
Seriously,
mate. It's fuck.
the fine for a server was, from memory, $5,000, but then the licensee got a fine of $10,000, and then whoever owned the pub, it just went fucking bang, bang, bang. So better to be safe rather than sorry. It's like, I'm sorry, can't serve you.
But then Al would meet him out the back for $30 and flog him the same 6-pack.
No, $20.
$20, mate.
It was a $10
Season
6-pack.
three.
He sells you for 20.
$20 in a cue ball.
We actually caught a guy. Sorry, you sent me off on a tangent.
It's all right, go for it.
Oh, fucking go for it.
Yeah.
Our bottle shop wasn't making as much.
We'll start the
money
quiz
as
in a
it
minute.
should have
No, we can't do the quiz. Go.
But one of the pubs I worked in, the bottle wasn't making as much money it should have been, given the volume it was turning.
Which
over.
one? Which bottle?
I'm not going to say.
No, say it.
But,
Oh, come on. It's only
You're on Channel 7, mate. Fuck.
it was the Woodbridge Hotel, and we couldn't figure
You
out
on Millionaire?
why. It's like this bottle shop. No.
Yeah.
But the books in stock always balanced, but it's like, fuck, the bottle shop's not making as much as what it should have done. And it was back when video surveillance was fairly new, and the owner and the operations manager and me, I was the manager, he's like, yeah, let's put in video surveillance and see what's going on. I felt really bad about it, putting in video surveillance. Turned out, every time somebody bought a carton of beer, now a carton's a lot cheaper than a 6-pack.
Yep.
So every time somebody bought a carton of beer, this guy would take the money for the carton, stick it in under the shelf, under the undershelf of the till, and then he'd count up how many 6-packs he'd sold, and then he'd ring it through, and he'd pocket the difference. And it'd be just by working over a day, he was pocketing an extra $25 an hour just by counting. Yeah, so you sell a carton for $30. Sell a carton for $30, but you're selling 6-packs for $12.
Yeah.
So 4 6-packs is a lot more than $30. He was pocketing the difference. Brilliant strategy, but we call him
Pretty clever.
and something.
Yeah. Yeah, I was going to test this.
That's fucking gold. Might have to try that.
Yeah.
Guys,
I'm going to do it.
another half hour. I need to go to the loo again. Are we going to wrap this up soon?
I was going to say, I'm going to do it. I'm going to
Yeah,
do an LP break.
we'll wrap it up. We'll wrap it up now because then I can get onto this quiz code people and say, "What the hell have you done? You've dropped the ball on us, and we can't even run a quiz anymore." And then next week,
plan. I'm getting hungry as well.
yeah, and next week we'll get the quiz going, and we'll try and get a guest. Who's going to organise a guest? Because I've got to organise a screen for them.
Well, Al, you need to feed yourself before you come on, mate.
Pardon?
Al needs to feed himself before he comes on because we're going to do 90-minute episodes next week.
No, it's a lot earlier over here than what it is over there, mate. Time zones. Time zones are a thing.
Isn't that where you play? Isn't that where you go to play pinball?
Yeah.
I have a friend.
These are Mickey's.
I have a friend. He's an ex-DJ.
Yeah.
He's quite young, and he's right into R&B and hip hop. So exactly the kind of music you'd hate, Brad.
Steve Aoki.
But he does karaoke as well. He does have some mental health issues, so I have put it to him, and he said, "Yeah, when I feel up to it." But Brendan, I think you've met Brendan, haven't you, Brad?
No, I haven't. But you know what?
You should
get Rowie on. Fucking Rowie would love this, mate. He was a DJ. He's had his own radio station.
I didn't even think
Sean
about
on
it.
here. Sean
want
on
Rowie.
He was a
Get
DJ.
Rowie on.
At
40 millimeter.
Kevin. 40 millimeter.
Yep. 40
private
millimeter.
joke.
The thing is, I don't think he's going to be able to work out the technology. That's the thing.
We just send him a link. He just goes onto the link. He just goes onto the link.
Yeah, I know. He's old school, Paul.
Fuck, Sean would love this shit, mate. He would get half an
Speaking of
erection.
40 millimeter, I saw a thing, was it the other day, about people always complaining about the Americans using the not using the imperial.
No, the metric.
The metric system, but that's not true. They use 9 millimeters in schools all the time.
Yeah.
On that note, we're going to leave on that note. That's how you tell a dad joke.
You had that.